Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video is episode 104 in the Throwback Thursday series I'm doing using old makeups. Not oogie old, just not talked about old. And today's palette of choice is the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde. Our friend here, Ashley, asked if I could do a look with this, and I haven't used it in ages, so I was like, absolutely, we'll do that for a Throwback Thursday video. I think that'll be fun. So I was looking at this palette this morning, and I'm fairly confident I've used the greens and the purples a significant amount. I'm just drawn to those colors. But then I swatched these two like gold-ish shimmers and they were beautiful. So I think I'm gonna do something super neutral, which I'm pretty sure I haven't done with this. So I think that's gonna be really fun. Hopefully you agree. And if you do and you're not subscribed, you should do that. I'm just like making videos and having fun, and it's extra cool when you join me for the ride. So I am going to scoot you in and just start putting on some eyeshadow. All right, I have a clean Rephr 16, which is just a big fluffy brush. And I'm gonna go into the lightest shade in the palette called Momentum. And that's gonna go through my transition area. Okay, it's basically the same color as my skin. All right, well, that's cool. I'm gonna do the other eye just since I did this one. My eyes are primed with the usual concoction. I have the Sigma eye base pencil thingy in Ignite below my brows, the Milani eye primer for my lash line to my brows. And for the last couple whiles, I've been going in with a white eyeliner or primer or whatever pencil and just putting a little bit under my brows to give some lift, and I think I'm liking it. So you'll have to let me know if I've gone around the bend. All right, now we're gonna go into Crash, which is like the next darkest matte in the palette. And I'm just going to pile that right on top of the first shade that you can't really see. This palette is so unbelievably beautiful. Just all of the mattes are pretty. I mean, it's just a very pretty palette, and I'm excited to be using it. I know a lot of times I'm drawn to, you know, the funkier eyeshadow colors and, you know, big crazy looks. But when I picked this up and swatched those, I swatched all of the shimmers, but when I got to those kind of gold ones, I was like, yes, that's what I want today. They're just so pretty. Same brush, I'm gonna go into Karma, which is right below Crash. It's a little bit warmer, but let's see. I'm gonna put that just a little lower. Meh. It's fine, but I'm not gonna go crazy with it. I am going to use the darkest shade to deepen up the outer corner. So I think I'm gonna do that next. I could have completely missed this one and been fine, but I wanted to play a little bit and see. So I'm gonna go into Vortex, which is like a super dark, like plummy purple, almost a blackened purple, which should come across as pretty darn neutral with these other neutral shades. And I'm just going to fluff that through like my crease-ish area. I go just above my crease. If you're new here, I have super hooded eyelids. So if I didn't put it up higher than my actual crease, you wouldn't see it unless I gave you a surprised face or closed my eyes. So just bring it up a little higher, and then it can be a part of the look. I'm going for a little bit more. And I'm gonna start down here again, because that's where I want most of the depth, but I do want to bring it up through here. This is really pretty. It's blending out nicely. And again, looking fairly neutral with those other shades. Okay, I'm going to brush off my brush on my handy dandy little towel. I'm gonna go back into Crash, which was the second shade, and I'm just going to blend over the edge. I don't want it to be a harsh look. That's pretty cute. I do think I need to futz with it a bit. I'm taking my River 13 and the Vortex shade. I'm going to pack it on out here and really kind of, not perfect, but try to get it looking the way I want with a slightly smaller, a significantly smaller brush, as it were. I feel like that just kind of got, not patchy, but I think I sheared it out too much with the big fluffy brush. And this I'll clean up when I do my base. If you're wondering how I clean up fallout under my eye, I use a little bit of a face oil. I've been using the Danessa Myricks one, and I just got a new one. So I put that on under my eye, and I'll usually do like mascara and lashes, and then I wipe it off. And that way it doesn't dry out my under eyes, but it takes off all of the fallout. So it works out pretty darn well. Okay, so we have Frazzled on my middle finger and Gold Glitch on my index finger. Which one should I do? Or should I do both? Not to be able to tell, but maybe we could put this one on the middle and this one on the inner. That could be cute. You know, if I was just being a little bit careful, I wouldn't have gotten any fallout at all. I could have done my base first. All right, let's go into Frazzled on my Singe Beauty EO1, which is pretty much my favoriteest brush to use with shimmer shades these days. It used to be the Refer 21, but since I got the Singe brush, it's all I use. It's so good. I am gonna wet it just to see if I can get a bit more out of this shade. So, you know, wetting a shimmer or a metallic gives it a little bit more oomph. I'm gonna bring it in a little farther. And then on the other side, we'll go into Gold Glitch and just put that on in here. That is more of like a toppery kind of shade. Let's see if I can build it up. I'm wetting my brush again with that shade, just to see. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. All right, now I'm gonna flip my brush over and go back into Frazzled. And we're just going to boop back and forth on either side of the brush to blend these two, so there's no harsh lines. All right, I'm gonna take the little Refer 13 with nothing else added to it and just boop over the edge of Frazzled. Again, no harsh lines. All right, what do we think? I can't say at the moment I'm a huge fan, but let me do the rest of the steps, my face, the whole shebang, and then I'll come back, show you the finished look, and we can decide if this is good or not. Sometimes it's hard to tell until my face is on. All right, I'm back and this is the finished look. Let me scoot you in for an up close at the eyes. Okay, as I suspected, once I got my face makeup on, I liked the eye look much better. I'm really kind of excited that I decided to pair the cooler shade with the warm, like metallic-y shades. I think it looks pretty darn cool. So, ha, pun intended, maybe, if I had meant to. Yeah, so that's my 104th Throwback Thursday video. If you're wondering what is on my face, I'll tell you now. And if you don't care and you're going to nope out, hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Okay, I did something a little different with my makeups today. Pretty much the same products, but different application. So I used my Janessa Myricks Yummy Skin Powder Balm thingy in shade 1 as like the foundation on the center of my face, you know, like T-zone where I would put it anyway. And then I used the Maybelline Superstay concealer in all the usual concealer spots and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop on the very inner portion of my eye and nose. And then I used the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Powder Foundation in 120 Vanilla as like my foundation around the perimeter of my my face. And I'm pretty sure I like it. I've been going for weirdly very kind of natural-ish face makeups lately, which means it's time to do something like full glam, but I definitely kind of like it. I went in with, and this only matters if you want to use this powder foundation like this, but I used my Rose and Ben C47 brush. It's angled, it's pretty firm, so I just like booped into the powder, pressed it on, booped into the powder, pressed it on. And I really like the way my skin looks, so I'm very excited about that. Typically I use that powder as a finishing powder, so it was nice to use it for something that is else. I used the Kaleidos Symphony Trio in medium for bronzer and contour. My blush is this Buxom Wanderlust blush in the shade Dolly. I figured with the cool tone matte, it would work out pretty well. My highlighter is the Ofra and Samantha March Start Inspired. It's like super bright and highlighty. My finishing powder is the Dior Powder No Powder. My eyeliner is the NYX Retractable Eyeliner in brown. Okay, I thought it would have a more interesting name, but no. My mascara is actually two. Kind of high maintenance, but I didn't do lashes today. So it's the Clio Kill Lash and the Huda One Coat Wow mascara. So I just did a coat of each of those, and I really like how that came out. And my lip is LA Girl Enduring Mauve and this Odin's Eye and Angelica Shine Lip in the shade Spectral, which is pretty much like a nudie brown, just slightly deeper than my actual lip shade. The Enduring Mauve was a bit too pink for the eyes, so this ended up kind of being a nice balance. And I believe that is everything. My brow gel is the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt, in case you were wondering. And that's everything. I am pretty happy with how the face came out. I really am liking all my makeup, which I don't know. I felt a little odd coming into this video today, but I'm pretty stoked by how it all turned out. So you'll have to let me know what you think of the eyes, the face, if you care and made it this far. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good and remember to be kind to you.